Welcome to today. It's all about a keyword that is the secret ingredient to business, your faith, life, and everything. And so I hope you are ready because we're going to be here for our fifth day of Go Live Without Fear 10-day, you know, filled with tips, nuggets that's going to help you to be able to level up. And so I'm trying something new today, right? Not really sure if everything, first thing you do when you go into live, you want to make sure that things are functioning properly. So what I am going to do is first I have to check all of my areas that I'm going live to make sure that things are functioning. So the first place I want to check to see if it's working. Let me go over here and see if this section is working. I gotta check everything and make sure that everything is going live here. I see one section is working properly. All right, let me check another one. See if that is working. That's when you have to check because I've done this before. And let me tell you, it wasn't working. So I want to make sure that everything is working everywhere before I keep talking and then I go and check and then nothing started recording anywhere. So right now it looks like the only place that I'm streaming at is on Insta. What's going on Insta on the gram. I see Instagram is doing its thing over here, I think, but it doesn't look like that for me here. So I'm not really sure where it's streaming at right now. Let me see. If you're watching this right now, post it in the comments. Post something in the comments and let me know where are you tuning in from because I am not finding out where I'm tuning in from. I don't see it. I don't see it on Instagram. And let me check Facebook. Let's see if everything is working here. Nope, I don't see it there. I don't see it on that page. Oh, hold on. It looks like, wait a minute. Okay. I see that I'm live streaming here on Facebook. All right, I see me in that one space. Okay, all right, that's one. All right, so I see it there, but it's not doing anything inside the group. Oh, hey, what's going on, Gavin? Gavin, do me a favor. Where are you tuning in at? Because I'm trying to find me on social media and I'm struggling a little bit here, trying to figure out where I'm live streaming at. Tell me where are you watching me from? Are you on you on YouTube. Okay, it shows me the little icon. I see the little icon. You on YouTube. Where you tuning in from? I would like to know where you're tuning in from. I see 8 people are actually watching the stream right now. You guys do me a favor and tell me where you are tuning in from because right now it's so funny because I can't see all the places that I'm streaming at right now. It's the most funniest thing. I would think that I should be able to see where I'm at, but I don't see it. And so it's hilarious to me right now. What? Okay, so let's see. Spider behind me. You what? Gavin, Davion, you do not see a spider behind me. You just made that up. California. Okay, we got streamers. We got California. We have Utah. And I don't know what you said there. Let me see who else. Okay. Well, I'm in Florida. So good to see each and every single one of you. Oh, Russia. Okay. Tuning in from Russia. So it looks like to me that I am streaming on YouTube. Alrighty then. So YouTube. So okay, looks like YouTube, Instagram, and I think Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So today, you know what we're talking about. So I've been doing a 5-day go live without fear challenge. No, not five. T- Palisades. Okay, you're at the. Oh, that's in California. That's was that the area where it had a lot of fire? That's the Palisades, right? Where a lot where there was a lot of fire. Is that where you're tuning in from? If that is, just sending out prayers. I know that Grant Cardone, I'm a licensee with Grant Cardone. I know he's trying to work on something up there with trying to rebuild that area. So just praying for, you know, can y'all hear me good? Yes. What does that mean? I don't know what yes means. What was the question? All right. So I am actually talking about mastering consistency when it comes to creating your social media, your live streaming content. Listen, I'm supposed to be going live on TikTok, but it looks like it is not working on for some reason. So I'm going to have to call my son really quickly. Zion, can you see if does it look like things working over on TikTok? Do you see that it's working on TikTok? Because it doesn't look like it's working from this end. I'm trying this new program here. I'm trying to do something new, but I'm not sure. Can you check to see if the live stream is working on Instagram? Is it working on TikTok? I'm not sure. I can't figure it out. So just trying to do something new, you guys, trying to see what works, what doesn't work. What does that mean? I don't know. I would have to plug that into what is it called? Google Translate, because I'm not understanding what does that mean. I don't know. I'm sorry. I speak English and I speak some Spanish. I did take French when I was in high school, and I did a really poorly in French. And I tell you why. It was because I had spent so many years doing Spanish. When I tried to take French, like, some of the words were very similar, like nosotros in Spanish was vosotros in French, and nous and vous, nous, no, like it was like so many similarities that I used to get them confused. You also always thought about streaming your woodworking shop. You set it up out of curiosity of meeting new people and ideas, but you just get nervous. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you brought that up. I completely understand what you mean by that. That feeling that you get of nervousness. Is it really? So because it was TikTok too? Because I can't see anything. I can't see any of the comments. I can't see like so are you able to log in and see the comments for me and then tell me what they're saying? Because I can't see anything. Like it's just completely blank on my side. Look at that. This is look, say hi to YouTube. Look at all my YouTubers. So let's talk about that nervousness, right? That's my son, y'all. Give it up for my son. He's amazing. And I am grateful. I am grateful to have an amazing son like mine. He is just truly amazing. I'm blessed and grateful. Stalingrad is the name of the city. Okay, I've not heard of Stalingrad. So how's the weather in Stalingrad? You've never done lives before or anything, just post. Okay, let's talk about. Okay, so the first time I went live stream was in like 2016. My first live was on Facebook. And oh my goodness, I was so nervous. Like I was sweating, my hands were sweating, my feet were sweating. Like I was so nervous when I was live streaming. And I just basically froze as soon as I pressed the live stream button. I just like literally was like staring at the camera. And then at that point, I was like, I don't even know what to say right now. Like, I have no idea what to say. Um, how did you find it?
Search your name up.
Oh, I have to search my own name?
Mhm.
That's crazy. All right, so I just learned something new. If I'm going live on TikTok, I have to search my own name in order to be able to see the comments. That is so weird. So anyway, back to my story. I got distracted a little bit. So seriously, I was so nervous. Like I was literally staring at the screen and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. But now it's this many years later and let me tell you what I've learned is that I just kept going. So I'm going to encourage you today to listen. You got woodworking. Like, who doesn't want to see, like, when you first cut that piece of wood and see that all the way to its like to the end, right? Like that is gonna blow up. Like that is gonna be so awesome. People want to see how something start from the beginning and then go all the way to the end. So like you gotta do it. You gotta like me tell you, once you do it the first time and even if you don't have anybody on your live stream, there's been so many times that I had nobody on my live stream and it was just talking, but people go back and they watch it. It's okay. So they go back and they look at it and then they'll start commenting. The more you show up, the more they'll trust you, the more they see like your content. I'm sure they've already looked at some of your content. Maybe just like for 15 minutes, maybe that's too long. Maybe like 5 minutes, maybe that's too long. Maybe like, yeah, you got to go at least 5 to 10 minutes, right? And I mean, just like whatever the product is, like you're just going to talk about it and maybe show a little bit about like how you're doing it a little bit and not like until you get comfortable with it. But I think that it would really be good YouTube material, good content, because of what you're doing. So I would say, oh, you did once with the spinning fire but you was not talking. Well, you got to do it without the spinning, and you have to. The city was named after Stalin. The weather here is nice. Spring has begun. You celebrate March 8th, Women's Day. Okay. I think Women's Day for us was yesterday here in the United States. Um, and the weather, okay. So when you say the weather is nice, what does that mean? Like temperature wise? Because like I don't know what nice means because for us here in Florida, we're Floridians, and nice is like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It's kind of hot, but it's like comfortable for us because we're Floridians. So we like it a little bit warm, but anything like if it drops like 40 degrees, then we're like freezing. So what is nice? What does nice weather mean? Like what is it when you say nice? So let me do a recap real quick about I don't know what the question mark means. Okay, let me do a recap about what I've talked about so far. So I'm actually on day 5 of the Go Live Without Fear challenge. And if this is your first time here, I'm Tiffany C. Everett, and I am a business coach. I specialize in sales and marketing. I help my clients get out of obscurity so you can attract and convert more business using social media and you can close more deals using sales. I am also a licensed real estate agent. And today was a long day. Today was a long day. I was actually supposed to do this. I've been doing this every day at 12 o'clock. Missed today because I actually attended an amazing event for it's called Pace Girls, and they celebrated the youth on how well they have done in their achievements. So I attended that event. It was from 11:30 to like 1:30, and then from there I went to a closing. A client of mine is actually moving into their new home this weekend, so I wanted to be there when they receive their keys. That's like, one of the things I just like to do when it comes to my client buying property. I want to be there. I want to be there to see you walk into your new space. I want to be there when you get your keys. I want to be there when you're signing your papers. And so I had the amazing opportunity to be able to do that. I'm so I'm sorry you can't stay, but you know what? I would like to come back and tag me when you do your videos. I would love to see your first video doing your woodworking event. So I know you can do this. I believe in you. I know you can do this. You did it before. You can do it again. And so that was today. So, and then from there, I had a meeting. So I'm a business coach with Grant Cardone. And so we have an accountability group. So we met with our accountability group, and then I had another Zoom call after that. And I said, you know what? I am going to still do my 10-day go live without fear challenge. And I'm here. So I'm a little bit later than I have been doing it for the whole week, but that's okay. It's all about keeping my word and continuing to do the thing that I said I was going to do. What's going on, Sophie? So good to see you. Thank you for logging in. Thank you for tuning in. And so let's talk about what have we been discussing for the last couple of days. So what we have been discussing for the last few days is the first day was about breaking out of obscurity. It was all about defining your niche, who is your ideal client, and identifying different content pillars and using authentic storytelling to be able to have conversations with your clients. So for the guy who is doing woodworking, which I think is phenomenal, a phenomenal idea to go live and maybe do some of that. Of course, being careful because with woodworking, there is a lot that is when it comes to doing woodworking. So you definitely want to be careful with that. But it's just really a good opportunity to be able to connect with your audience. So one of the things that you could do is maybe use storytelling. Like, why did you decide to get into woodworking in the first place? What you like the most about woodworking? I would say just having those conversations and what made you feel like, woodworking was the way that I wanted to go. I'll tell you, how did I get into social media was that I was homeschooling my son at the time, and I was homeschooling and working full time. And I discovered a way to be able to have conversations and build relationships using live streaming. And I said, oh my gosh, this is a great way to be able to connect with other people and use the gifts and talents. I am a firm believer. I believe that God has gifted each and every single one of us for a mission and for a purpose. And with that purpose, we are to utilize that for the kingdom. And so I said, you know what? This is a fantastic opportunity to be able to help build up somebody else and to be able to help them and to go live. I started, there was what I started was called Get Up, Exercise, and Pray. And I would do this and get up in the morning time and work out and build those relationships and have conversations with my viewers. And it was a wonderful time. And it was an opportunity for me to pour in to other people, based on the experiences and things that I had learned and going through it in life. Because you just never know. Something that you may have gone through could possibly help somebody else on that other end. And that's what God calls us to do, to be able to speak and talk about those things that can help somebody else. And so we have 5 degrees. Okay, so let's see. In Stalin, which is you have 5 degrees, sunny weather. You probably didn't have snowy weather. You probably didn't have a snowy winter there. No, we have not had a snowy winter here in this part of Florida, but there was a part of Florida that did get a no, it wasn't a snowy winter. It was a snowy, I don't know, is this winter? They got snow a couple of months ago. And oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Says that I speak beautifully. I appreciate that. So you wait a minute. Are you saying that it's 5 degrees Celsius there right now? Oh my gosh. 5 degrees Celsius. What's going on, Belinda? So good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Hey, hi, how you doing today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, you guys, make sure if there's something that I'm saying today that is helping you, make sure you share the stream because you never know that maybe someone else is out there that can benefit from this information. But back to what I was saying. So day one was about breaking out of obscurity, sharing your business struggle, getting known so that people can know who you are, what it is that you do. And day two was about finding your unique message. Like what makes you different? What makes you stand out amongst other people? Using your personal story to be able to connect with your audience, and also crafting a liner that may be able to help you with your explain your mission. Day three was about mastering that video confidence. Overcoming starts with showing up boldly, right? It's about that authenticity. I also talked about smiling because it's contagious. I talked about hand movements and gestures, and just bringing energy so that the thread doesn't seem boring. It doesn't seem like blah, and engaging others. How I'm doing right now is engaging. You're reading the comment section, you making the person feel like, you're talking to them and they don't feel like they're just sitting there and you're totally just ignoring them. It's being able to interact. What's going on, Big O? So good to see you. Thank you for joining. And then day four was about content that converts. Posting content is enough. You must have to also lead to action. So it's about providing a call to action. If you've never heard of that, basically a call to action is where you post something and you give your audience, tell them what to do next, right? You offer them something that they could do next. Maybe go to your website, or perhaps you're saying to them, hey, here's a free business assessment, here's a free ebook. Tap to download this free ebook or to DM you a certain word. Perhaps you're using a program that if they send keywords, it will automatically send them something. So, it's basically giving them something to do so that they know what they're supposed to do next. That is a call to action. And so that's really important because it tells it because a lot of times, many times people watching you, they want to know what to do next. Like what should I do next? So I'm going to give you your C2A early today. Your call to action today is if you are looking for an accountability group, one that's going to pray with you, that's going to a business coach that's going to be able to help you to overcome this fear. If you feel like right now you're not able to go ahead and go live, then you know what, join the Beast Mode Club. So it's at thevideobeast.com, thevideobeast.com, and sign up for my 6-week course. And in this 6-week course, we're going to be going over camera confidence. We're going to be going over sales. We're going to be going over marketing. We're going to be going over different things that can help you to overcome this thing. I mean, it's almost fear. Here, if you tell you about fear is one of those things that can really stop you from getting all the blessings that God wants you to have. It's like it's like one of those things where, it's like you know that if you just step out on faith, and you know that if you just get the boldness to just do the work rather than write the book, maybe you just get the courage to write that book, or you just get the courage to just talk about what it is that you do to other people. Like, it's just like it's right there, but it's so hard to be able to do it. Fear can stop your dreams. It can stop you from being able to hit your goals and your targets in life. Fear can hold you back from so many things. And so we have to ask God for the strength and the boldness that to be able to push forward. And then just, just gotta just do it. Man, let me tell you, once I went live, I was like, whoa, finally that's over. And I was like, it wasn't even that bad. Like, I don't even know why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. It was not even that serious. Like, whatever that feel was that I was feeling on the inside. One of the other things that I talked about was if you turn the direction away from yourself, and if you focus on the value that you could bring to this other person's life, if you can just find a way to take all of the focus off of you and your feelings and what you think other people may be saying, and or what you think, or what you think they may be, whatever. If you can take that away and focus on what kind of value can you bring to this person's life? Like, what can you help them with today? If you focus on serving, less of ourselves, I say this all the time, less of me, Lord, and more of you, less of yourself and more of you serving this person, then you will be able to get past whatever that feeling is that you're having when it goes to live streaming, because now it's all about this other person, and it's really genuinely about trying to figure out how you can help this person. And so you can take that focus off, and it's a mindset shift that you have to be able to help the other person, so that you're so no longer focusing on your own self. And if you can do that, you will see that you will have such I don't even know what it is, but you will feel like, man, I feel so much better that I was able to really help this other person to be able to do this thing. I've had several clients that had never done video at all. They had never done a video of themselves, much less talked about what the product was that they had. And let me tell you something. We worked together, and by the end of that session, they were creating content for their business. Listen, all you really need is someone that really believes in you and believes in the gifts and talents that you have, believes in the product that you have, is willing to take the time to work with you to be able to overcome this hurdle. Yes, I am in marketing. I do marketing. I do social media marketing. I also help my clients, those who do not want to worry about social media. I do social media management for them and manage the social media. I also train on social media. So I have clients that want to learn how to use Canva. So we're working on that. I've had clients want to learn how to create a web page. So yes, I am in marketing. My degree, however, is in communications. So I do have a bachelor's degree in communications, and I am a 10X business coach, certified business coach with Grant Cardone. So we also train in Cardone University, which is the number one sales platform to help you train each and every single day so that you can get better and close more deals. So yes, I am in marketing. What's going on, Arthuria? Thank you so much for joining and tuning in. So good to see you today. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I know that you could be anywhere else and you decided to be here today on this live stream. So I appreciate you. I see you, and I thank you. And if there's anything that I am saying today that has inspired you to take action, or that you feel that may benefit someone else, feel free to share the screen because sharing is caring. And if you're on TikTok, go ahead and hit those hearts and let me know. Light up the hearts. That lets me know that you are feeling what I am saying. You are feeling what I am saying. So today is day 5. Day 5, and today we are talking about mastering consistency when it comes to doing our live stream videos. But first, what is consistency? I want to start with the scripture. Galatians 6:9 tells us that we should not grow weary in doing good because in due season we shall reap a harvest. What does that mean? Don't give up. Don't quit. If you do your live and it accidentally cuts off on you, it's okay. What's going on, Cheryl? So good to see you. It's okay if your live stream cuts off in the middle, because guess what? I did a whole 1 hour live stream yesterday on Facebook. I was also streaming on another platform at the same time. Thankfully, guess what? No sound. No sound. Zero. I had to pull the whole video down. Like there was nothing I could do. You are a marketer too, and you were, oh, no, I've never heard of that corporation before. I've not. Um, what do you do for that corporation? So, I had no sound. So it happens. That's the thing about live streaming is that, and I would, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to test. You always supposed to test. And that was one of the things I did early on. This time I was like, I need to test it and make sure things is working properly. What's going on, Rosie? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I wanted to make sure that everything was working on these different streams. So I did find out that everything is working, everything is functioning. And so I am forever grateful for that. What's going on, Shannon and Terry? So good to see each and every single one of you here today. Of course, if any one of you guys have any questions or concerns regarding the live streaming or how to get confidence or whatever, go ahead and put it in. But Galatians reminds us, don't grow weary. Like in due season, you will reap your harvest. And that means continue to be consistent. Like do not quit. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on the stream. If the stream is not working, like do it over. Do it again. If you're afraid, if you like don't want to go like live right now, like you can do Instagram and you can actually still go live, but you can go in private mode. So you can invite like your friends and family members. So that way, like you're not live streaming to the whole world. You're just live streaming with a few couple of people that you know until you get comfortable with it. I believe TikTok may have one like that too. I do not know. I think YouTube may have private mode. So, you want to check those out. I mean, if you don't feel like you're ready to like do what I'm doing and do it for the whole world to see yet, and you just want to do it private, then just do a private stream. So until that way, until you get a little bit more comfortable. But the thing that I would say to you is don't give up on it. Like you have a message and your message is important. And the message that you have could potentially help someone else. If you truly, truly believe in your product and you know that it can help other people, don't quit on that. Keep pushing that product. Keep pushing and eventually listen. Look at Google. Google never quits. They didn't quit on YouTube and then they started Google, the Gmail. They didn't quit on Gmail and then they just started Gemini now. Now they have an AI. I don't know if you've used that before, but it's really good. I use Gemini all the time. And now, they're constantly rolling out new product. They didn't quit. Even in their house been some product that didn't work. Like I think it was called Google Goggles at the time. It didn't work. So they had to let that go. And I think there's a couple of other things that they did but after a while they stopped doing it because it didn't work. But I tell you what, they didn't quit on the main thing. right? So don't quit on your product. Don't quit on you. Don't give up. Continue to pursue, continue to push forward, and you will see, you will reap the harvest in due season and in due time. But consistency is the key, the secret ingredients to success. It's the secret ingredient to business and marketing and social media and also in faith. And without it, growth is slow, it's stagnant, or it doesn't exist, right? So you have to be, imagine if Jesus only preached once a month. It wouldn't be as effective as like how he did. He preached over and over, like every single day. Like it was a part of his walk. It was a part of his work. Like he consistently did it. When we look at a lot of celebrities, when we look at a lot of people in politics, it's because they kept showing up. It's because they kept pushing. It's because they continued. They didn't even worry about what people were saying or the negativity that they may have received. They just kept pushing and kept moving forward. The same applies to content creation. The same applies to marketing. The same applies to building your audience. If you're not showing up regularly, people will forget about you. People will forget about the product that you have. They will forget that I sell houses. They will forget that I do marketing. They will stop coming to my networking group because they won't know that it's in existence. I have a networking group here in the city and Port St. Lucie called Magnum Motivational Networking Group, and it's a place where businesses, all of businesses, are able to come and connect and to help one another grow and to build off one another, to grow, to bring each other referrals. And so it's a great networking group. But if I stop creating content, if I stop being active in the Facebook group, then it will cease to exist because no one will continue to know that it's there and no one will continue to see it. If I stop making videos on TikTok, if I stop making videos on Instagram, people will forget that you exist. So you have to keep showing up and creating that content. But the keyword for today, the keyword for today, and so we're going to post that keyword for today. What is the keyword for today? The keyword for today is consistency. Consistency. The keyword for today is consistency. Consistency. Consistency is the word, the key word for today, and it's the act of showing up regularly and maintaining a steady pattern of behavior over time, over and over and over and over again. When you think about right now, just think about one product that you see on a consistent basis. One product that you see on a consistent basis. You always hear about it. You're a fan of it. What is that one thing? Put it in the comments. What is the one thing that you hear all the time? You're constantly seeing videos, you're constantly seeing, people talking about it. What is that one thing? What is that one? I could tell you one thing right now is this phone that I have, right? Always seeing videos about the phone. Always. You got the videos, you got iPhone on videos. They're saying, hey, you can trade your phone in for this. So you could trade it in for that, and all these different videos. There's constantly having on online and also on the television. Like it's always there. They don't stop their marketing. What's going on, GME? And what's going on? It's good to see you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And so I'll put the logo for you, the link there for you, the videobeast.com. If you are interested in our 6-week course that's going to be coming up shortly, so you can join the club. But the importance of consistency in live streaming is that it builds reliable and predictable experience for your audience. right? They know that you're going to come up at a certain time, or like what I do, like I do like a little teaser on TikTok. I do like this little teaser and I'll be like, hey, I'm getting ready to go live in a few minutes. Make sure you tap in. I mean, even with that, it's a really good idea because it prepares people and lets them know, hey, let me go ahead and tap in because she's getting ready to go live. It cultivates a sense of community and loyalty, and your viewers feel like they can rely on you, that you're going to keep your word. I did say that I was going to be doing a 10-day go live without fear challenge. If I would have allowed pieces of my day to stop me from going live, and someone else probably was sitting there waiting for me to go live, right? I kept my word. So that builds loyalty, so that viewers can be like, you know what? She said she was going to do it and she showed up and she did it. There was a couple of things that happened throughout the day that caused the delay, but at the end of the day, the video was able to be done. And one of the things that I struggle with in the past is irregular or sporadic live streams. And that makes it really hard for people to be able to follow or know when you're going to go live. And so that is an area that I have struggled with for a long time. And so, if you're new at it, just really think about that, like trying to figure out like what's a good consistent time that I can do it. I got a couple of favorites that my son introduced me to, like uh um Kai Sinat and a couple of other people, like they are constantly going live. Like, that I remember when Mr. Beast was doing Beast Games, like every Thursday, I was excited because I knew he was getting ready to drop. It wasn't live stream, but I knew he was getting ready to drop a video. My son and I literally, I would be like, oh my gosh, it's Thursday, it's Thursday, it's Thursday. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's Thursday. My son was like, oh, mom, stop it. It's not that exciting. I'm like, yeah, it is, because we get to see the Beast Games today. I was excited about the Beast Games. And so, like, it gives your audience like that anticipation, like they are actually waiting for the video to pop or waiting for you to come on. So I like live stream because you can actually interact. And what's going on with zip codes, you can actually interact in real time. So it's really, really cool that you can react in real time. You can have conversations while people are asking you the conversations. If this is a regular video, then you have to go back and read the video, and then you're able to, to know what that person said or whatever the case may be. But live streaming, you're able to have this conversation live, just like how we're doing right now. And so that is the importance of today's word is consistency. Furthermore, consistency actually is essential for algorithm optimization. Yes, the algorithm loves it when you're able to go consistent, because it's able to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, they reward your channel when you're doing regularly live streams. And so when you're consistently uploading your live streams, it signals the platform to that your content is available, it's engaging, and that leads you to have increased visibility and increased discoverability as well. So the algorithms actually can significantly boost your lives when and help you to be able to attract new viewers, even such as some of you today are also our new viewers that I decided to go live, and I planned it out a little bit, and then the system was able to see that I'm going live, and so you were able to start to get those notifications. So it helps you as an entrepreneur, because it fosters brand recognition. So my business company is Z Expressions, and so it helps you to share variable insights. So I'm sharing insights on our company and what it is that we do and how we can help you to be able to achieve the successes that you want to achieve when it comes to creating your live streams. So it does that. It helps you to interact and engage, and allows you to be able to ask questions or answer questions. Like, I'm getting actual questions in the comment section and I'm able to respond back to them. And you can get feedback in real time. So it helps you as an entrepreneur to be able to build up the thing that people do before they buy. And the thing that people do, or the thing that people want to have before they buy anything, is they want to know you. Number one, they want to know who you are, and they want to know what you do. They have to know you, then they have to like you, build up some type of like for you for whatever that thing is. And then finally, they have to trust you that you are going to follow through and that you are going to do the thing that you said that you are going to do. So it helps you to be able to, by committing to a schedule, you can develop the habits, the habits and mindsets that's needed for everybody else to be able to achieve the challenge, overcome the challenges that they may be going through. So that's how consistency can help you also as an entrepreneur, but also can help the people that's watching you as well. What's going on, Bad Bass? So good to see you. Is this information helping y'all? Drop some 10 in the comment section if there's something that I've said today that has helped you. Drop a 10 in the comment section. Let me see. Drop a 10 in the comment section if I've said something that has helped you today. And so let's talk about this real quick. So I'm going to give you a couple of things that you can use that's going to be able to help you with this camera confidence thing, because this fear thing has got to go. Like, fear cannot live here. Here's the thing. One of the things that my pastor used to say, he used to say, when fear walks in, then faith walks right out the door. It just walks right out. Live is like a practice. Live is like a practice for your, something happened to the rest of the words. Live is like a practice for your business meetings. Okay. Live is like a practice for your business meetings. I like that. I could see that. I could see that. If you're going to be having a business meeting, you can use it as a live stream. As a matter of fact, yeah, you can gather feedback. You can actually interact. You can, yeah, I could see it. I could see it as such. Absolutely. So one of the things is that, you know what? Let's talk about some brands real quick. Apple, you know, Apple. When we talk about consistency, Apple, hands down, consistency all the time. As a matter of fact, you want to know one of the things that I love? When they getting ready to roll out a new product, what do people do? They literally schedule a event on YouTube. And guess what? Tons of people be waiting for that live stream to occur. Like, they set up that anticipation and then they follow through, and they have an amazing, like, they showcase all the products that are coming out. And there'll be so many people. When I talk about consistency, this is every single time that they have a product, right? Consistency. Yes, consistency is a very important part of work and life. Mental rest before work is also important to keep your mind fresh. Absolutely, 100% hands down. There are days that I take mental rest, mental breaks. I don't get online at all for a couple of hours and then I go later on. Yes, you have to have a mental rest as well. But it's really important, right? Consistency is a important part of work and life. It is very important. It's you have to, like, you have to get up and go to work. If you're in college, you got to get up and go to college. If you're in college, you got to get up, go to college, and be consistent in getting your work in order to get good grades. And you have to be consistent in getting good grades if you want to get a passing score, right? If you want your business to be successful, you have to consistently show up. You have to consistently show up and provide value. You have to consistently show up, provide value, and provide a call to action and reach out and follow up. Like it all goes together. Like you have to keep doing it. You can't just stop. Let's talk about Nike. What is Nike's thing or word or whatever? It's just do it. Everyone knows it. The swish. Just do it. And they're always, matter of fact, they've gotten even smart. They collaborate. They have collaborated. They're collaborating with people, with what do you call it? People who run, people, people who do activities, they collaborate with these people who are popular and or are able to attract large crowds of people. Oh, thank you, Alexis. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for showing up. And what about Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A. Look how they broke through. Like everybody was buying hamburgers. Everybody was buying beef. Wendy's was like, "Where's the beef?" And then Chick-fil-A jumped in and Chick-fil-A was like, what was his slogan? Something move. Like they were like, "No, who wants beef? No, chicken is the thing." And now I can know like when I think about when I think about what is it called? When I think about Chick-fil-A, I think about the cow. The cow is talking about Chick-fil-A. Like, how? How's the cow talking about Chick-fil-A? Right? Oh my God. The cow is talking about Chick-fil-A. The cow actually has beef, but the cow is up there talking about no, eat Chick-fil-A, eat chicken. I would like to add that mental flexibility, it is important to quickly, what does it say? Mental flexibility is important to quickly reorganize in a local situation or meet strategic goals. I would like to add mental flex. It's important to quickly reorganize in a local situation. You know what? Goals are really important. You have to have goals. You have these things called targets, and then you have these things called goals. The targets are the little tiny things that you're doing leading up to the goal. The goal is the overall the overall thing that you want to achieve. So for example, if the overall goal is to achieve $1 million, okay, now the question is, how do I make $1 million? How many phone calls do I need to make? How many dials do I need to have? How many people do I need to follow up with? How many closings do I need to have? Like all of this goes into that overall number. So you're doing all these little small things so that you have the overall successes that you would like to have at the end of the day, right? And so you have the targets that you're achieving each day, and then you have the goal, the overall goal that you want to meet. So, which leads me to the first thing. The first thing for today is set a realistic schedule. Oh, we get some hearts. Thank you, Miss Alexis. Alexis is giving me some hearts. Tap, 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 tap. That's right. Tap the screen. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the diamonds. Oh, diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. Set a realistic schedule. Post at a pace that you can maintain. Set a realistic schedule. What is the schedule that you can achieve? What can you do? It is the fundamental because it prevents you, it helps you to be able to ensure your long-term successes when it comes to your live streams. I actually did that and I was like I'm thinking I can do it every single day for that particular like 5 o'clock in the morning. But then I wasn't going to bed until midnight and then 1 o'clock in the morning. So like how can that be a realistic goal if I'm going to bed at 1 o'clock and I'm saying I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning? You have to get your sleep. And I really like what you were saying here about the importance of of having a mental break. Like you have to be realistic with this thing. You have to get some rest, you have to get some sleep. What ended up happening, I got exhausted. because you have to get your rest. You have to, at least 5 to 6 or 7 hours of rest, and then after that, you're going throughout the whole day extremely exhausted. So I have to be realistic with that, um, with the target. Okay, I like this. I use Notions to write down my goals for the day and week. Oh, it's okay. I understand. You don't understand everything, and that's okay. I know your native language is Russian, but you know what? Guess what? You are still showing up. You are still communicating. You're still connecting. So for that, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. And I have heard of Notions, and I went to Notions and I looked at it, and there was a lot of different moving parts to Notions. So I haven't quite had the opportunity to. Oh, you're welcome for the gems. You're welcome for the gems. Are you live streaming? Let's talk about your live streaming journey. I would like to know, are you live streaming? How are you doing on your live stream journey, Miss Alexis? Let's talk about that, Miss Alexis. I want to know. Thank you, Dwells, for tuning in. But yeah, I started Notions, and let's say I got a little overwhelmed there for a minute, and I was like, there's a lot of planning to do when it comes to Notions. Like, you really have to set time aside and really plan out your days and weeks and things of that nature. So although I think Notions is a really good tool, and I think you started out right. You're writing down your goals for the day and the week in it. So that's like, I was actually trying to sit there and schedule like the whole week out, and maybe I was trying to do too much. Maybe I should start where you're starting at and just work on that one thing there. But I was trying to do too much, and I just got overwhelmed, and then I stopped. And that's the thing, right? That is the thing. We really have to focus on like the one thing. Sometimes I do be doing put trying to do too many things at the same time instead of just doing the one thing. And then what ends up happening is I end up doing nothing. Um, hey Patricia, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. I see you. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. So that's the first one. Number one, set a realistic goal, one that you think and you know that you will be able to follow, that you'll be able to use, one that shoot, like me, I'm trying to do a live stream at 5 o'clock in the morning. And so, or actually 6 o'clock in the morning, but I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning because I have to plan it out first, because I was doing get up, exercise, and pray. So I have to plan out what I'm going to say, number one. And then number two, I have to pray and I have to get myself ready. I have to get dressed and all that, and then be ready by 6 o'clock to go live. But I'm only doing that on like 3 hours of sleep. It doesn't work. That's not a realistic schedule. So I had to stop and understand that, you know what, although I want to do that with the schedule that I have working full time as well, it was not working for me. So you just have to think about that. So start with the frequency you can handle. Start with a frequency you can handle, and then from there, maybe gradually you move up and you increase it as you get more comfortable with it or as you have more time available. To consider your other commitments. Like for me, commitment was working. I had to work up until 10 and 11 o'clock at night. So, with that, it was really difficult because after you get off, like your body needs time to wind down, and you need time to get ready and transition to get ready to go to bed, and then to be able to go to bed at midnight and you get right back up at 5 o'clock, and keep doing that over and over and over again. Eventually, your body's going to crash. So, you want to make sure that be flexible and adjust your schedule as needed, but maintain that consistency overall and try to have some type of rhythm. Two, batch create. And I like Notions that you mentioned because Notions does allow you to be able to plan out all your activities. and be able to plan out your content. And then also you want to batch create. I use a platform. My company is The Expressions. And so inside of our all-in-one marketing platform, it allows you the opportunity to be able to schedule your content inside of it on multiple platforms like Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, TikTok. You can schedule all your content out in one place without having to go to all these multiple different platforms. Of course, you can't live stream from it yet, but you're able to schedule all your content from within one. What I also like about that platform too is that it allows you to be able to run your business from it. So you know how they have these other apps that you can use, like for example, if you say to someone, hey, send me comment grow or comment whatever the word is, you can actually log into this platform and you can have you can schedule it out to where, like, if someone comments those words on like your Facebook or DMs you on Instagram or something like that, that will automatically respond to them. It's like an automatic responder, and it will respond to them whatever the thing is that you need them to do. So like if you need them to, you know, if it's, it can send them a DM to maybe click this link to schedule a call with me, or click this link to receive my free ebook, or whatever the case may be. You can utilize that our platform. So if that is something that you would like to learn more about, be sure to DM me GROW. I'll be more than happy to get you in, get you access. But batching create your content is essential because it helps you to maximize your efficiency when it comes to your live stream, and it helps you to minimize stress. If you're filming multiple videos, like right now, I am using Restream to stream some of my content right now. So you can actually log into Restream and you can create a video that will go out live, but you've pre-recorded it. So that's other things that you can do too. And then you can still be there to be able to talk to people in real time when it comes to the what is it called? The chat and stuff like that. But it could be a pre-recorded video. This one is not. But if that's something that you need for time constraints, those are other options that you can actually use. What's going on, Lane Chambers? So good to see you. Also, batching helps you to be consistent. It helps you to create a buffer of content so that you always have content that's available. And you said, and it will add, let's see, and it will add a new to do to the notification by itself. Really? So Notions adds a new to do the notification by itself. Okay. That's pretty cool. I guess I should look at that a little bit further, maybe take a look at that and see, maybe I need to look back at that again. So maybe dedicate a few hours to do some filming, a week. Maybe dedicate some hours. This is another thing you definitely, if you're going to be going live, like how I've been live for an hour, y'all. An hour and 2 minutes. We're doing good. An hour and 2 minutes. But you can't go live for an hour and 2 minutes and not have some type of, like, so one of the things that I was talking about earlier this week was having like bullet points of some sort, or some type of system. What's going on, Barbara? In place so you know what you're going to be talking about. Like, you got to know what you're going to be talking about so that way you're not all over the place. And if you start rambling on and talking, you have a way to bring it back in. Bring it back in, because you have a plan in front of you. And your plan is going to keep you on track, so you know where you're at. Like right now, I know that I am still talking about the planning session. So we're talking about planning. 3 is using a content calendar. For example, maybe you want to plan your topics out for the next 30 days. I plan my topics out for 10 days. So this is day 5. So I plan the topics out using didn't use a content calendar. I use ChatGPT to help me out with some things, and other things I just have them in my head. I know my stuff. I know I've done this, so I'm pretty familiar with that. But a content calendar is really good because it helps you to be able to have some type of strategy, like like I'm trying to figure out how to say your name. Is it Brainab? I think it's Brainab. Like Brainab was saying, using notions to be able to just write out goals. That's a really good thing. You should write your goals out every day. And you could also use it to maybe create a content calendar. I actually have one. If you would like a copy of a content calendar, I can definitely send you that. If you send me a DM, I'll send you a copy of the one that I created. But you can plan out your topics. It helps you identify trends. So you can do some research. You can go online. You can see what the trends are, maybe write those trends out, save the videos. So you can go and look at the videos and maybe duplicate the videos, use some of the same songs, use some of the trending songs, or whatever the case may be. But when you use a content calendar, it basically allows you to be able to track your progress so you can see what it is that you've done inside our all-in-one platform. You can actually do that. You can actually plan out your entire calendar, but you can plan it out visually, so you can actually create all your videos, and you can look at the calendar and you'll see where everything is and what it's scheduled for. And you can add your captions in there as well. You can use AI to help you come up with the captions if you need it to, So all of that is available in our all-in-one platform, but definitely take some time to create some type of calendar, because it's definitely going to be beneficial and helpful to you once you start this journey. Live streaming as well. Um, you work as a specialist in advertising. Okay, let me see. Okay, I work as a specialist in contextual advertising in Yandex. It's a search engine like Google, only in Russia. Okay, and study SEO and neutral networks. Oh, you studied them. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Some of our viewers may not know what SEO means. So, SEO is search engine optimization, and you can use that when you're doing your content. You can use that to have keywords that people are searching for, so that you can be higher up when it comes to searches. Like, for example, like if you're doing YouTube videos and you're using SEO words or keywords inside of your videos, it gives you an opportunity to rank higher, so that when people are doing certain searches for certain keywords, that information, that means that you're going to beast mode on, beast mode on. I don't know what that means. Number one gifter. Who? Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the comments. Thank you. Hey, Alicia, what's going on? So that's what SEO keywords is. So he's saying that he works with SEO keywords. That's pretty cool. So 3, content calendar. 4, time blocking your recording sessions. So I didn't time block today. Well, I guess I did, because after everything was done, we've eaten dinner and everything. So this was the time. This time was blocked out specifically for this session right here. Nothing else. Nothing else at all. Just this, just to have conversations with you, just to talk about this subject. And so this time right here, and when I go live, that is the time blocked out for that specific activity. Period. End of story. What's going on, Gary? Good to see you. So when you do time blocking, you want to choose a time that's going to work for you, and try to stick to it. Sometimes that may have to change, and that's okay. If it does have to change, then what you could do is you can notify the community and let them know, hey, time is changing. I'm not able to do this for this reason. Perhaps you weren't feeling well. Perhaps something came up, like today for me, so you can always let your community know in advance that something may have occurred. And due to that, the stream is going to be a little later. A lot of YouTubers do it all the time as well. They say, hey, I'm not going to be able to do this today. We're going to do this tomorrow because this, and this happened. And that's what I'm talking about. When you're building that relationship out, you're able to have those connections and that communications. So that way, they know. They're like, oh, okay, she's human just like how I am. He's human just like how I am, right? And so choose a time that works for you, but also understand that life happens and things may come up that may, you know, stop you from being able to follow through on that, but not making it consistently an excuse. However, it does happen. Treat your recording sessions though like appointments, like appointments, and avoid scheduling contents, conflicts. I had been going live every day at 12 o'clock. This particular event happened to be from 11:30 to 1:30, so that was going to be very hard. But every day leading up to that, it was being consistent. So sometimes though things may have to change, and tomorrow will be the same since I'll be working from 9 to 6. So what I'm saying is that you want to stick to it, but also understand that things may have to change. And so the most important part is just don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged, and don't quit. Don't give up. You may log in and you may just only have one person on your live. You may just only have one person on your live, and that's okay. You may just only have nobody on your live, and that's okay. The more you show up and the more that you do it, you'll start to see that your audience is going to grow. But you just got to keep believing in you. You have to keep believing in your product. You have to know that in due time, in due season, you're going to reap that harvest. So it's going to be okay. And then maybe you have to use a timer or a calendar to remind you to stay on track. One of the things that I've done before, I do, like, I know I have to be to work at 2 o'clock. So I have it till my reminder goes off every day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. When I know that I have to be somewhere in the morning time, I'll set my alarm clock 2 hours prior because I know it takes me that long to get myself together. I'll set my alarm clock so that I can be able to be effective and be on time. So when it comes to live streaming, there's certain things that you're going to have to do. You need to test the quality, make sure your microphone is working, make sure it's not blurry. Today, it took me like 2 hours just because I was going to be using a different platform. I had to test my stream, and then the stream was lagging. So I had to reboot the stream, log back in. It was still lagging. And then I had to reboot the stream again. And I had to keep doing it. And then it deleted all of the content out of the system. It disconnected all of the platforms that I had connected and everything like that. I had to put all the keys back in again. Like, it was a big thing. So just know that sometimes it's going to take a while for you to get used to being able to put all the parts together. But here's the thing, like, I know with TikTok, if you're just going live from your phone, you just pick up your phone, you hit the live button, boom, and you're done. But when you're using a streaming platform, there's other things that's involved that you have to do to ensure the success of that stream. And so it was a lot of other things that I had to do before. It was a little bit, it's easier if you're just going to live stream directly from your phone because you're just picking up your phone and you're just going live on one stream. But when it comes to using a streaming platform and you're doing it in multiple places, then you have to prepare the stream for all those different places, and you have to put in all the keys. Like Instagram, oh my gosh, with Instagram, you have to literally go to Instagram on the desktop, pull up your stream key, copy your stream key, put that inside the Restream app, and then once you go live on Restream, then you can go back to Instagram and then you can hit the go live button. If you don't do all of those things, guess what? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. So it is a process. So I would say when you're first starting out, maybe just use your phone to go straight live from that one app so that you don't get overwhelmed with all the things that is happening when you're having to do a streaming platform, because it's a whole lot of more pieces that's going to be required with that. What's going on, lovely? So good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Miss Alexis. And so that's time blocking. And 5, automate whenever you can. When you're automating your posting, it can save you time. And that's why I like having a platform such as our all-in-one platform. It saves you time, it ensures consistency. It ensures that you have content that's going to be coming on a regular basis. A scheduling tool also allows you to be able to plan. It allows you to be able to publish that content at certain times. So you can always go and look at your insights and make sure your insights tells you so much information. It tells you how many people followed you. It tells you how many people were there in the continent. You know, how many people from the continent is following you. It tells you if they're males or they're female. It tells you what the optimal times are that they're online. So always search your insights, because your insights really gives you an insight onto what your audience is what your audience is doing and where they're going to be at. So automate whenever it's possible, because that's going to allow you to create content rather than have to manual post. And let me tell you, manual posting, oh, it's a lot. It can be done. I've done it. I do it. It can be done, but it is a lot. So, you know, in order to make it a little bit easier and make it more efficient, especially if you're a business owner, like it's much easier if you're able to do automation. Every time I go live, for some reason my nose likes to start itching. So you start seeing me scratch my nose. I have not figured out why in the world that is. Let me see what you just said. If they are not there for a long time and buy a lot, hold on, let me see what this says. What you said. If they're there for a long time and buy a lot, then the site will be higher. If they are there for a long time and buy a lot, then the site. Oh, you're talking about the SEO. Yes. So you're right. So, like, you know, when you're talking about keywords, and so when you're putting in keywords, when you're putting keywords on, like, for your YouTube or even for your website, when people come to the site and they're there for a long time and they actually buy something, then that places your website or your YouTube channel in a higher ranking, because now the algorithm is able to see that your particular site is worthy, you know, that people are staying there longer. And what does the algorithm want? It wants people to be there for longer periods of time. So thank you for sharing that. That was good information, good feedback. Good. Hey, Carvette. Welcome to the stream, Carvette. So good to see you. So, research, choose a scheduling tool that's going to work for you, that's going to align with your needs and your budget. Review your scheduled posts, make sure that they're regular, you know, show up. And 6, have a purpose. Have a purpose for every video. Know why you are creating it. Why am I creating this video today? I am creating this video today because it is part of a 10-day go live without fear challenge. I didn't realize that I didn't have an earring on until later on. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it because it looks fine. Like, I have this piece right here. And so I have another piece over here. And so I feel like, you know, it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. So I created this video is very purposeful. It's about mastering consistency, which is the key to growth and visibility. And the keyword for today is consistency. So you want to have a purpose for every video and know why you're creating it. Why am I creating it? Because it is the reason. It is one of the things, if you're going live, consistency is one of the things that can help you to either like what like he was saying, help you to rank if you're using SEO keywords inside of it. Of course, it allows you to be able to connect with your audience. It allows you to be able to get out of obscurity. It allows you to be able to build relationships. And so it is a part of the challenge because it is important. So having a purpose for every video is essential because it ensures that your content is valuable and that you are engaging with your audience, right? Without a clear purpose, without a clear reason, then your video may lack that direction. And I made sure that when I put in um like right at the top, you have to put in a title. So my title for live streaming was Go Live Without Fear. So you already know, once you see that title, once that title comes up in your feed or whatever the case may be, you're like, you know what, I already know what this message is about. And if that's something that you're interested in, you're going to tap in. And if it isn't, you won't. But at least it's not clickbait. Like, this is what it is. I'm explaining to you how to be able to do this without fear, right? So it helps the viewer or the person that's scrolling to have an opportunity to decide if this is something that I want to know about, if this is something that I'm struggling with, is this something that I want to do better in. I can see the name of the title of it. I know what the purpose is. The purpose is clear. And a clear purpose is going to help you measure the success of that video and be able to identify areas of improvement as well. It's also going to allow you to be able to track your progress. It's going to help you to ensure that your content is aligned properly. I mean, and if the people, if you have people that pop in and they're interested in what you're having to say, this is going to help them as well. Like someone just asked me, Miss Alexis said, "Thank you for the gems." That means that I am providing value. And also, if I am providing value, if you find value on this and if it's helping you, be sure to share it. Share it with your audience or share it on your face, your stories. Share it inside your stories. I know in TikTok it allows you to share it in your stories. It allows you to share it in a text message. It allows you to share it in your email. Like, share the video because you never know who this may be able to help or how it may impact somebody else's lives. So sharing is caring. Okay, so there's a lot of AI agents showing up. One of them can communicate with the person and give feedback on business dialogue, but you're good with speech as it is. Yes, a lot of AI. Yes, there are AI agents that is showing up. Matter of fact, I actually got them calling me on my phone, and I've learned how to identify the AI agents as well. So I had a few AI agents call me, right? And what's going on, Benita? Good to see you. I had a couple of AI agents call me on the phone, and it said the phone rings, so ring, and then it says, "Hey, Tiffany." And I said, "Thank you for calling. How can I help you?" And it says, "Hey, Tiffany." And I just sat there in silent, right? And when you sit in silent, like the AI agent confused. It's like it doesn't know what to do. And so it just hung up. So I've learned how to identify some of them with just silence because the silence is the thing that it doesn't understand. It understands when you're dialoguing, you're talking back and forth to it. But when there's silence, it's like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, what do I do next? And so it just automatically just hangs up. So I like the AI agents. I think they're very beneficial. And I've seen them in action. Oh my gosh, they can really have a really clear cut dialogue with you. And you can program. Matter of fact, our all-in-one platform actually has those as well, where you can actually program it. I haven't learned how to use it completely yet. I was playing around with it, but they are really quite cool. They really are. But have a clear purpose. Know why you are recording the video. Know why you're showing up to make that the video. So define your target audience and your target audience needs. What's keeping them up at night? What are they struggling with? What type of value do you think that they need to be able to be provided? I want to check to make sure that my Facebook is going good over here. So bear with me for 1 second. Let me just double check, make sure that it's working. Because it was working a few minutes ago, because now I don't see that it's working again. Oh, yep, it's working. Okay. It's working. So have a clear purpose for your videos, define your target audience, understand what their needs are, identify the key message or takeaways if that you want to convey. And also 3, align your video content with your overall marketing goals. My overall marketing goals is thevideobeast.com. So thevideobeast.com is a training platform that I created. And basically it is a 6-week course that allows you the opportunity to be able to have coaching from yours truly in sales, marketing, and in also learning how to overcome this camera shyness, how to set up your camera, your lighting in your room. So you want to see all the lighting that I have here, making sure that the quality is nice, and being able to project your voice, project your tone, how to set up your microphone, as I have one right here, So we'll be covering all of those things in 6 weeks, and you will be creating content by the end of before that term ends. So if you are looking for a supportive community, that's going to be, I'm only limiting it to 20 people for this first cohort. So it's at the founder's rate. So be sure to go to thevideobeast.com and reserve your seat today. So 7, track your progress. How are you doing? The only way you're going to know if you're doing well is by looking at your insights and tracking your progress. You want to keep a log of the things that you post. You want to keep a log of your performance. You want to keep a log of trends when you're creating those types of content. You also want to like I like because like he's using Notions, so there's different ways that you can keep track. You can actually use Google Sheets. You can create a Google Sheets to be able to keep track of all your, as a matter of fact, you could actually use that too for your content. If you want a place to schedule out your content, or if you want a place to be able to write out all your goals each and every single day, you can use Google Sheets. So if you have a Gmail account and you have Google Sheets, or you have Google Sheets, and I think it's sheet Google Docs and Google Sheets, and I think there's a spreadsheet in there. Let me see. Let me log in real quick to see what it is called. Just go to gmail.com. So if you go to your gmail.com, and then on the right hand side, there's like this little waffle, like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like it's like 9 little dots. It's a waffle. It's right to the left of your photo. If you go to your Gmail account and you go up there, you should be able to see that you'll have Google Docs, right? Your YouTube is in there, and it's also Google Sheets is in there as well. So, and also Gemini. So we talked about Gemini earlier. So that is in there as well. So if you didn't know, now you know. If you need a place to write out your goals every day, and if you need a place to write out your track your progress of your videos and things of that nature, you don't have to spend any extra money on that. You just go into your Google little waffle thing in there. What's going on, Shay? And you can just use that as a start without having to spend extra money on other platforms at this time. So I would say just do the thing that's not going to cost you a whole lot of money up front, and just use the free stuff, right? Or if you use Canva, you could probably create a something inside of Canva that you can create, maybe like a little mini ebook where you can write out all your goals and stuff like that, and all your log of your posts. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is to do it somewhere, somehow, right? So find a place to be able to do it. There's a lot of competition All right, let me see. There is a lot of competition on YouTube right now. I think it will only work if you cover new topics that people have made videos about. Then you will rank higher. Okay. So perhaps those viral videos that maybe have gone viral, maybe topics that they've already spoken about that are going viral. And then just creating topics based on the things that are working, perhaps those are things that our people are looking for. So, by adding your little spin on it and providing tips that you have learned over your lifetime could possibly help. I like that as well. So that you can be made high, rank higher. And that's what it's all about, right? It's about, writing about the things that or creating video about the things and the topics that that you've done before, and about producing content based on those things. I told you my nose always itches every single time. I don't know why. So just ignore that whole thing, right? So 7 is track your progress. And then 8, stay accountable. Let me tell you, today I was in my accountability group today. And, it is so good to have an accountability group, a group where you guys can, help one another out, hold each other accountable, be able to help one another when they're struggling somewhere, provide positive feedback and reinforcement. It's really helpful when you have a group that you can meet with every week to be able to help you if you're going through some challenges in your business. And I'm grateful to have a group like that. I'm grateful that we can connect and we can talk about things that we may be struggling with. And that is what the videobeast.com does for you as well. It provides a place where you can come and you can talk about the things that you may be having challenges in when it comes to creating videos and creating content as well. And to have that supportive community that's there to be able to help you and to help you to stay accountable and help you stay on track. It's like joining a group, that it's a supportive group that's there for you. We help you to stay motivated. We encourage you. We provide you with feedback. Maybe you don't like the feedback, but it's feedback that may be beneficial and helpful to you. And so accountability helps you to overcome those challenges, helps you to stay committed to your video creation journey. Moreover, it provides you with valuable resources and tools and knowledge, networking opportunities you also have as well. We have a weekly networking group that meets in person as well as online. And also, you'll have access to videos that I've already created that you can go back and rewatch if you do happen to miss any of those as well. So it's a very great opportunity for you to be able to join an online community and attend local meetups for video creators. So you want to find a group that's going to align with your mission, find a group that's going to align with your beliefs, find a group that's going to align with your values, your goals and things of that nature, and then participate actively in the group. You have to participate, you have to show up, you have to provide tips or whatever. You have to let people know how you're winning or how you're doing or how you're helping other people to succeed. The whole part of it is that you become like this community, this family that is there to help and support one another, and provide feedback. Maybe there was a challenge that you was able to overcome, and now someone else may be going through that challenge, and now you can help them. So you want to provide feedback and you want to give back to the group. The group is only as good as the members that's actually involved in that group. And so by actively participating in that group, you give value to that group to help that group to be able to grow and to succeed, and other members, that new people that's coming in, to be able to feel needed or cared about and things of that nature. So, and then next, 9, repurpose your content. As you're creating your live stream videos, You want to take those long videos and turn those videos into shorter videos that you can utilize for other platforms. For example, this video right here can be used to be cut up in clips. So I would place it into a platform that I'm using and allow it to cut it up into small pieces that I can use, put some captions in on it, and repurpose that on social media. So don't let your information just kind of sit there and just do only one thing, but it could be used for multiple things. What's going on Maybe? Repurposing your content is important because it helps you to maximize your time, maximize the value of the videos, and also it helps you to extend the reach of them. So it's not being put in one place, but you're able to use it in multiple places. Like maybe you can take it and make it into a shorts. Maybe you can take it and make it into a reels. Maybe you could take it and put it into your stories. Maybe you can take it and put it into on your blog or something like that. Or maybe you can put it into an email system, so you'll be able to utilize it in multiple places and not it just sit there in one place. So repurposing helps you to reinforce your key messages and your key concepts that you want to utilize in your videos. For example, you can transcribe that video and turn it into like a little mini TikTok, right? And then you can actually just use, so TikTok has its own captions internally on the app itself. So you could take this same video that's created on TikTok and it'll be inside your lives. So you will go into your live settings and then you would go in there and you will pull out the one video that you want to use, and it allows you to edit the video right inside of there. So you would only cut out the clip that you want to cut out. You're going to download that to your mobile device, or you can just import it. You can save it. And when it's done, TikTok will notify you when it's done. And then you could take that video and you can put it into, create a new TikTok, turn on the captions of it, decide which captions you want. There's all different types of caption options. And then you can add music behind it if you want to. And then you add your caption in the comment section, and then you post it. And so now I've taken a almost an hour and 36-minute video, and I've taken out key pieces of that video and published it on TikTok as one, which is what I'm going to do. And you'll see an example of that. I will probably not do it, not since it's like almost midnight. It was midnight. So I probably won't do that now, probably a little later once I wake up or whatever. But, I am going to take it and I am going to repurpose it. All the videos that I've done, I've already done it to some of them. I'm going to take those long 1 hour videos and I'm going to cut it up in pieces and take out important pieces of it and use that for another site. Use your time wisely. Time is valuable, time is precious. And if you can repurpose your content. So identify key messages and talking points in your videos. Like, for example, let's say if I was to do something really quickly, right? So if I was to say, let me give you a good example. Let's see. Here are 3 tips. Here's 3 tips for repurposing your content. Tip number 1. Identify your key message inside of your video. What is important? What is the message that you would like to convey to the audience? Identify the key message and the talking points that you would like to convey to your audience. Number 2. Battery's dying. Number 2, use a variety of content formats to repurpose your videos. You can use different formats such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, or even blogging or email, but you can use different content formats to be able to repurpose your videos. And then number 3, tailor your repurposed videos according to that particular platform, right? So those are the 3 ways that you can repurpose your content. So now I can take that small little clip right there, that small clip of information, and I can go in TikTok. I can move forward to where that video is going to start and use just that part as a reel, a TikTok. I can also use that as a reels on, but when I do my captions, it'll be a little bit different, probably for each platform. Did that help? If that right there was helpful information to you, put a 10 in the comment section. Let's see what you said. He said, this is all sent to the Notion and it advises you on what to buy first. For example, Safetas for videos or Chroma Key. Oh, okay. So you were talking about Google Spreadsheets and tracking finances. You can create a database of your spending and favorite products and on Marketplace. Okay, so Google Spreadsheets and tracking. Okay, so on Google Spreadsheets and tracking, okay, you were talking about Google. Okay, you can create a database for your spending and favorite products on marketplaces in Google Spreadsheets. Let me tell you, I love Google Spreadsheets. Like it is the bomb. I use it for several things. As a matter of fact, I use it to be able to create 30 days of content on Canva as well in collaboration. So I'll create things on that spreadsheet there and I'll import it over into Canva and be able to create 30 days of content such as that as well. It is so many things that you can do with those spreadsheets and not have to spend any extra dime on anything. So, I would definitely encourage you, if you're looking for a way to be able to, you know, track your finances or schedule out your content or create a social media calendar or, whatever the case may be, it's really a good start for you. And then 10, commit commit, 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 commit to going live. My live commitment was for the next 10 days for the Go Live challenge, right? And so I'm committed to do it. Committed to being consistent, committed to providing value, committing to showing up, committing to engage with you. I am committed to doing this. And so if you are going to be creating content for your business, then you definitely want to commit to doing it. Make consistency a habit, not a struggle. Like I was making it a struggle by only getting 3 hours of sleep at night, when it doesn't have to be that way. I just needed to find a better time to be able to do the video without trying to force it to be in a place that it was not working. So commit, whether your commitment is for the next 7 days, whether your commitment is for the next 90 days, committing is essential because it's going to allow you, committing is essential because it's going to allow you to be able to establish consistency in your social media marketing content and help you to be able to build that momentum. It's also going to help you to be able to get courage and define your message and define your people and to find your tribe. It's going to help you make sure that it's going to help you overcome initial challenges. It's going to help you to overcome the fear. It's going to help you to overcome that discomfort of going live. It's going to help you to learn the platform. One of the things that I had to do was learn the platform. I didn't know how to use TikTok. I didn't even know. Let me tell you, the first time I went live on TikTok, I was actually at the first time I went live on TikTok, I was actually at an event. And I was like, you know what? I want to go live at this event, but I don't really know how to do that. So I went on and I was like clicking buttons And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't figure out what to do next. Like, where do I go? What do I say? Like, how do I do this? And then I didn't know how to flip the camera. Like, I didn't know where to flip. And there's one video in there. It says, where's the camera? How do I flip the camera around? Like, where do I go? I couldn't figure it out. So, by consistently showing up and creating content. Hey, Ali, good to see you. Thank you for joining the live stream. We are talking about going live. I am doing just great. Thank you for asking. Going live without fear. And so I could not figure it out. But the more that you are going live and the more you're using the platforms, the better you're going to get, the better the more confidence you'll get, the more bolder you're going to get, and the more often you'll be able to do it. So commit, commit, commit. So here's 3 tips for committing to show up on live stream. First, you want to set a realistic goal and expectation for your commitment. So for your 5-day commitment or your 10-day commitment or your 90-day commitment, everything is excellent. Thanks for asking. Set a realistic goal, right? Set a realistic time. Then 2, track your progress. And then you want to celebrate your achievements. So TikTok has a way that allows you to be able to see how many people are online. It shows you how many people were online, how many people was interacting with you. It also shows you how many people gave you gifts and how many people gave you hearts and things like that. So you want to track your progress and find out what times worked and what times didn't work, and things of that nature. So you were you able to address people's concerns? Did they send you a DM at the end of the day? You're able to track your progress and celebrate your achievements, no matter how big or small. No matter how many people came on or didn't come on, you want to track it. If you can't track it, you're not going to know if you're doing well or if you're not. And then 3, reflect on your journey and identify areas for improvement. Where could you do a better job? Could you do a better job engaging? Could you do a better job answering questions? Could you do a better job? Like, where could you do a better job? So the question is, where am I from? I am actually in Florida. Where are you from? I am Florida here. I am a licensed real estate agent and certified 10X business coach, as well as a marketing consultant. And so those are the 10 ways, the 10 tips that I wanted to provide to you as to how to master consistency and the key, which is the key to staying visible. No excuses, y'all. No excuses. So um here's the CTA. Here's the CTA that I have for you. Do you guys remember what the CTA is? How long? Okay, let's see what this question is. So California. Okay, another Californian. I had someone here from the Palisades, was on the Palisades um earlier. Tips to get followers. Tips to get followers: provide value. Value, value, value. Show as much value. Go live. Interact with your audience. Engage with them. Let's see. Next question. How long did you set up your firm and how do you manage to combine it with your main job? Ooh, that is a good question. So let's talk about the first one. So I started my business in 2015, and it started out as a company that allowed families to be able to have an opportunity to work from home. And from there, I learned of social media and became in love with it and started to creating content on social media, going live stream. And then two, 3 years ago, I became a licensed business coach with Grant Cardone so that I would have a platform to be able to use so that people can do more training and close more deals in sales and also in marketing. How do I manage to combine it with my main job? It's all about the timing, all about your timing and being purposeful with your timing, being very purposeful with your timing and understanding and knowing that every minute counts. Every minute needs to be accounted for. Time is valuable. Time is important. And I'm not going to let anyone waste it. Paying attention to how long you're having conversations on the phone. Maybe if it's not going anywhere, you need to get off the phone, you know, um, knowing when to, rest, knowing when to, you were talking about taking a mental break and stepping away and making sure, I stay hydrated. I had to learn that the hard way. Learn to stay hydrated and take care of myself. All those things are important, but for the most part, it was really just, you know, uh, I have this right here. This has been my planner. This is it. This is it. The planner. The planner has every day, it has the times, it has events, it has, where I need to be, who I need to meet with, you know, my schedule, everything is there. I know that some people use their phones and electronic devices for things, but for me, I need to have it written down. It just works better for me. Everybody's different. So for me, I have to have it written down. So I have it written down. I know what my schedule is there, and I know what my schedule is in business. I know when I need to meet with my clients. I know when my appointments are for my next closing. I know when my appointments is for my meetings, so that has been the way that I was able to do it. Even when I was working full time and homeschooling my son, I knew when his appointments were for his doctor's appointments. I knew when, we had to be at different co op classes or when assignments were due, when my assignments were due, when my appointments were necessary. And all of that is from planning it out using a planner. The planner has been the thing that has definitely been helpful in helping me to succeed and being able to be a mom, a business coach, and full-time employee. So that is how I've been able to do it. So the question here is, do I have any tips on how to get views and likes? What are the tips on views and likes? Okay, community, what do you guys think? What are your tips on views and likes? So I would say, um, what does this have to do with streaming? What does this have to do with streaming? Which part? Are you talking to me or Allie? Because Allie's asking about followers. So I would say that, you know, views and likes, value, again, just being able to provide value, on those streams, like how I'm providing value right now. The value that I'm providing today is how to go live without fear. And so today was all about mastering consistency, which I believe is the key to growth. Consistency, I believe, is the secret to my faith, being able to stay faithful, being able to do business, consistently showing up on online, consistently showing up in the group, consistently producing content, consistently um being on social media. So consistency is the key. And so that's one of the value adds that I provided today when it comes to live streaming. Consistency is key. Chloe says, can I give a life story on how I ended up doing streaming for living? So I don't do streaming for a living, but I do a lot of streaming. So I do streaming because I think that it is a great way to be able to connect with an audience. So so a life story. Okay. So the reason I got into live streaming was because First of all, I saw the live on my Facebook and I was like, ooh, live streaming. Oh, I believe I have a message. Oh, I believe this might be a good opportunity to be able to help other people. And I said, the thing is with live streaming is this what I was having this conversation. I'm like, the thing with live streaming is that I can get to meet people that I probably wouldn't ordinarily get to meet right in my actual location, right? And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do it because I think I have something to say, and I think that what I have to say will be beneficial to someone else. So I hit that live stream button and it was so funny because guess what? I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. So, how much money do I make live streaming? I am not making any money live streaming. I am just here providing. Matter of fact, I think on TikTok though, TikTok actually has different types of milestones and stuff that you have to make. So I think I made 1 cent last month on TikTok. I made 1 cent. I think it was 1 cent live streaming, but I didn't do a whole lot of it. So hence that's what happened with that. So you have to go. I think the goal was to go live at least in 2 hours a day or something like that. And man, it was like 2 hours. I was struggling to get past 20 minutes, let alone trying to get to 2 hours. I think like right now I'm almost at 2 hours. And then what I learned though was that the reason why I wasn't able to get to that 2 hour mark was because I didn't plan properly. And when you don't plan properly and you don't have your bullet points and you don't have your notes and what you want to talk about, then it's really hard to continue to just keep going on and on and on and on. And also, you have to engage. And so, another thing that I learned is engaging with my audience and taking the time to really answer the questions and thinking about the answers and things of that nature. And like you're asking me right now, to give more stories and talk about more of the things that I've gone through and hurdles that I've had to overcome, because when I first started, live streaming scared the crap out of me, right? Because the thing is, you never know what the other person is going to say on the other end of the thing. And let me tell you, I used to do Periscope. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Periscope, but I used to do Periscope live. And let me tell you, it was some very unpleasant things that were said on the other side of the comments that people used to make. And so, that's one of the things is that, you gonna have those negative people that may pop into your stream and say things, and you've probably been on other people's stream where other people have said negative things as well. And so there's different ways that you can handle it. You can boot them out, you can ignore them, if they're continuously being there and aggravating everybody, so you don't have to accept that type of negativity on your stream at all. And you don't have to accept someone that's constantly doing that and interrupting the stream either. So, when you're doing live, and I think that was the most important thing, that was the most challenging, was that, I think the fear really comes from the fear of the unknown and not knowing what to expect and what other people are going to say and what other people are going to think, or what they're going to say on your live stream. You just don't know. What's going on, user 140 something something something? So much, so good to see you. Thank you so much. I want to again, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know you can be anywhere right now, but you decided to be here and hear me talk about different things that I've overcome and how I've overcome the fear of doing live streams, and some of the things that's definitely been working for me, in my life right now. So that's really important. You ordered so you ordered a notebook. Do you use Task Manager services? Can you explain Task Manager services? So this is actually not a notebook, it's a planner. But I think that it's helped me. It's definitely been helping me. This next question is, where is my son? He's right here. Right here. So So yeah, and that was another thing. Like when I would homeschool, when we would homeschool, we did a couple of live streams. Uh we did some video games because he's into video games. So we did live streaming. As a matter of fact, we may do it again. He likes that. So I like to do some of the things that he likes to do. And I don't even know how to use some of these video games that he be playing. And so I'm like, you know what? But if you want to play some video games, let's go ahead, let's do it. So we went live on Twitch and we was playing this video game. I had no idea what I was doing, but we did it. And we also did another one where like he's not he's like really shy, so he's not really into wanting to do a lot of videos. But we did a video where it was just mom and son talk. So we went live on Twitch and we did a talk, and I don't remember what the conversation was about, but I would like ask him questions and then he was asking me questions, and it was like just a regular talk. And it was really funny because like the way that we had the Twitch set up, it was like side by side, so you could see me on one side and you could see him on the other side. And he was literally in the living room and I was in another room in the house. And so but it looked like we were actually side by side. And so sometimes I would do like this. I would turn my head a little bit and I would look over to him and make it seem like, I could see you, but I couldn't because there's a wall that actually blocks me from the other side. But it was really fun. We had a good time. Maybe we'll do some more of those. He's not really into it, so whenever he's ready, we'll do it. What message are you trying to put across? So, for if this is your first time here and this is your first time showing up to this stream, we've actually been live streaming now for 2 whole hours. And the message of this video was about how to go live without fear. Live streaming, live meaning live streaming on camera. And so we are doing a 10-day go live without fear challenge. And the goal is to get you to go live and talk about your products and to help you to come out. See, so one of my pastors told me this, and I keep going back to it. When fear walks in, faith walks out. And when faith walks in, fear walks out, right? And so fear is praying for something that you don't want. So if you don't want that fear, if you don't want to feel that discomfort, you don't want to feel that, you just have to just like break through, get that. You can need a breakthrough so you can get through, so you can do it. I believe that God has chosen each and every one of us for a mission and for a purpose, and you have a purpose. You have a purpose. You have a message. You have a mission. You have been chosen for this mission. And I believe that social media is a gift because it gives you an opportunity to be able to meet people. Like, he's in Russia. I probably would have never met him in this city where I live in right here and all the way over there in Russia, right? And so it gives you an opportunity to be able to meet new people all over the world right from the comfort of your home. And so consistency is important because it's the secret ingredient. It allows you to be able to show up on a consistent basis. It allows you the opportunity to be able to connect and build trust and authority and relationships and momentum with your audience and with the people that is following you on your social media. So hopefully I have provided something here that can help you level up. If you're looking for help with staying consistent, be sure to join the Beast Mode Impact Academy at thevideobeast.com, thevideobeast.com, become a videobeast.com, st.com, videobeast.com. You can click that link right there. You can go there. That's going to help you to get connected and have a founders rate. 20 people is who the maximum that I'm accepting in this first cohort. If this interests you and you're ready to level up, go ahead and join. Looking forward to seeing you. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, Bragnab. Thank you so much, you guys, so much for tuning in. Thank you, Miss Alexis. Thank you, Rose Coins. I think that's your name. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing day. This is Tiffany C. Everett, and I am signing off, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tomorrow is day 6. I hope you have a good one, and I will be chatting with you again soon. Bye for now.